Hey, Ninny. Hey, Just Canary. Hey, Truth. Hey, Galway Girl. The one and only Puss in Boots. Jenna Moon up top. What's going on, y'all? Man, it's been crazy around here, eh? Like, I don't even know how to start this. I'm not trying to come on here and make problems for myself. I'm just going to give my opinions and I'm going to say how I feel. What does loyalty mean to me? Hi, Coffee Chat. How are you? Hey, Clever Ever. I'm going to start out by saying that I have a lot of loyalty for my friend, The Truth. I have a lot of respect for her, and I call her my friend, not just here on YouTube, but outside of YouTube. I would probably do anything I could to help her if she were to ever need it. That's what a friend is to me. That's what loyalty is to me. Hi, Skippy B. Hey, Bay Beauty. Um, I started listening to Amanda Lynn's live last night, and you know, a few people mentioned that, usually when you come into a chat, you say hi. Well, I'm going to give my perspective on that. A lot of times I do just lurk, lately, especially because things have been crazy around the YouTube streets. And I feel a lot of tension between certain people. So I don't say things or I don't come in and say hi. I'll just sit there and watch, or listen, whatever. But I heard Tracy's name get mentioned. And, you know, as a friend, as somebody that's loyal to her, um, I voiced my opinion on what was being talked about because that's what friends do. Yesterday was a bad day for Tracy, and I felt obligated as her friend to say something. It's not Tracy's fault that someone made a video about someone else. That's not her fault at all. I don't even know why Tracy was being called out for that. She's not responsible for what other people do. She cannot control what other people do, nor can I, nor can anyone else for that matter. So I don't understand why she was being called out. And I didn't come in there like a bat out of hell, cussing and screaming and yelling. I just came in there and said, how do we even know Tracy even knew about that video? It was only up for a hot second and then it was taken down. Do I agree with the video that was made? Absolutely not. I don't talk to people like that. I've never talked to that girl that did that video. I don't associate with her. There's people that I will associate with, and there's people that I won't. Not because I think I'm better, but because I just don't want to be around people like that. Like lately, I am distancing myself from certain creators because I don't want to be involved in certain things and I don't want to have to make a decision. We can all definitely coexist in this community. I don't want to be enemies with certain people. I don't want that at all. But I know where my loyalty lies. And I know I know that I'm going to stand up for my friends that I consider my true friends. And just like you, my circle's very small too. Um, I don't want to associate with people who are threatening to take bricks to people's heads, that are, telling people they should stick a needle in their arm and die. I don't want to associate with people like that. And again, it's not because I think I'm better. It's because I think you're an asshole when you do shit like that. You're going to sit there and try to intimidate someone from behind a screen. Okay, that's real hard. You really showed them there. And then when they clap back, you sit there and make fun of them for it. I don't know. There's so much that's going on that I'm just like, wow, if I say something, I'm going to be criticized for it. People are going to tell me I'm sticking my nose where it doesn't belong. But they do the same shit. So that's like contradicting yourself. Oh, yeah. Ash, we have definitely said things out of anger. Yeah, I have for sure. You know, I've definitely tried to provoke people. Nobody's innocent. I'm definitely not innocent. I've done a lot of shady shit in my past. And no, I'm not talking about in this community. I'm just saying in general. I've not been a good person in my life. I'm trying to do better. And when it comes to, oh, let's see. There's Tracy. Hey, babe.
Hey, can I just ask what video I'm being blamed for?
Um, I guess Life with Chow is her name, and she made a video of BTS. And it was only up for like a hot second and then it was taken down. But Amanda Lynn wanted to know where the outrage was you from that and why you didn't fire up a live calling it out. And I went
Well,
into the chat and I said, it's not Tracy's fault here. Why are we, putting this on to Tracy? It's not her fault.
first of all, I have no idea who Life with Chow is. I didn't
It's
see the
Carla's
video.
friend, Life with Jen, I think was her previous name.
I didn't see the video.
Right.
Still haven't seen the video. Um, if it was something to be outraged about, then I hope somebody went live and was outraged about it. I don't know.
Yeah, Amanda Lynn was definitely outraged. And I mean, she should have been, because people shouldn't be coming on here and posting pictures of people, when they accidentally hit the camera button. I mean, that's such bullshit. It's childish
you,
and it's dumb.
you mean like John did to me on his community post? Where's the
Yes.
outrage?
Right. Where's the
Where's the
outrage for that?
outrage? See how
Yeah.
this works?
Yeah.
Well, the people that are closest to me knows that I have, and I'm not going to go into it because I don't want it used for YouTube fodder. But I've had the last worst couple days, and I didn't. If Amanda Lynn or any of them are listening, I didn't see the video. I don't know that person, and if you had outrage, then the outrage belonged to you. But I didn't see the outrage when John posted my quick camera snap on his community post. So, I don't know what to say. I don't know how I got drug into this. I wasn't even on YouTube yesterday.
I know. Um, And I think that's why I initially went in there to her stream last night and said, look, this isn't Tracy's fault, because I mean, I do know what you're going through. And I apologize for not saying hello. Usually I just lurk, but I mean, I felt obligated to say, look, this is not Tracy's fault. How can we even bring Tracy's name up? She had nothing to do with this. She's not friends with the creator who made the video. I don't understand why any of this is being put onto Tracy.
I mean, it's almost as if I'm the only one that goes live with outrage. Is that what's because I see certain people go live every day with outrage over something. Why am I being singled out? You
Right.
know, like I said, you know what I've been going through the last few days, and I'm not going to put it out there to be used as YouTube fodder. But I don't know, Amanda Lynn, if you're listening. I don't know anything about the video. I didn't see the video. I don't know the person that put the video out. You can't have outrage about something that you don't even know about.
Right. And I think the
So
problem was is because Cindy made a comment on that video. And I mean, all of that is some petty ass shit. But if Tracy didn't know about it, why even bring her name up? I don't know.
I don't either. But
You
I
know,
appreciate you going in there and speaking up for me. Like I said, today is the first day I've even logged onto YouTube in the last couple days. Uh, when you got real life shit going on, trust me, YouTube
yeah,
is not where where your mind is at.
I understand.
Like I said, Amanda Lynn, if you're listening, I didn't see the video. I know nothing about the video. I don't know the creator. If there's outrage out there, good morning, happy. Good morning to all of you. If there's outrage out there, then it doesn't belong to me because I can't be outraged about something that I know nothing about. If
Yes, within the first 15 minutes of the live, Kimberly. And I also want to mention that, there's no tension between all of us. We can all coexist. I don't, how do I word this? I don't say a lot to certain people anymore because I don't want to be a part of all that. I can be friendly with you, but we were never friends to begin with, obviously. So, as long as we can coexist, just leave it at that. I don't know. I wanted to be friends with certain people, but it didn't work out. And so I can still coexist with them without cussing at them or being, irate with them. I don't know. I don't know.
like I said, I had no idea when you just went live and said, I mean, I haven't even talked to you really, Sarah, since the other
Right.
day because of,
Right.
you know,
And, it's just been bothering me since last night. And, we all have our friends. We're all going to be loyal to those that are closest in our little circles. That's just how it is.
I, like I said, I can't be held responsible for something that I didn't know about. Number one, uh, I didn't watch Amanda Lynn. I don't know who was live last night and who wasn't. Uh, the first thing I did this morning was log on and see that Wendy V was live. So I went in there and bore-assed with them for a minute until it started to get ugly.
And,
And
I
then I left
understand.
there.
Yeah. And I understand what Amanda Lynn is saying with detention because I see it and feel it too, especially when certain people don't say hi to me anymore. So I completely get that. I don't know where it's coming from, but
I want to
I mean,
clear something up. When I say Wendy V's got ugly, it had nothing to do with Wendy or Blue or Kiwi, but somebody was on the panel. Other people were in the chat attacking the person on the panel. And I was like, okay, this isn't fun anymore. So I left and I started doing things around the house. Then I saw that you were live. So
yeah. And, I've always sat here and said, why are we making fun of people's looks? Why are we taking little snapshots of what people look like and making a video out of it? That's so childish. And I'm not for it. That's not my people. And I will call it out when I see it. I'm sorry that you feel like Tracy or I, or not even me, just Tracy. It's always Tracy. Tracy, you're always in trouble.
that's what Wendy V hashtags me when I go in there. The truth is here. It's her fault. And I'm okay with that. Whatever. It's all in good, clean fun with when it comes to Wendy V. There is tension. Uh, my tension lies with just a couple people on here, but for Amanda Lynn to want to know where my outrage was because I'm getting it that BTS's picture was posted by somebody that I don't even know. Where was the outrage when John put me on his community page, when he put my picture on his community page, and they all do know John.
Yeah.
So sorry, Amanda Lynn, I missed it. I don't know what to say. I missed being outraged one day because real life was calling.
And I'm not trying to call Amanda Lynn out by any means. I'm just saying, if certain people don't see things, how are they supposed to call things out?
It goes the same for me in the drama community. When I'm over there,
Good morning, Christina's Journey. Hey, Randy's Life.
when I'm over there and they get to talking about people that I don't know, I just dip out of their life because I don't know these people. I don't know the history, say the history between Randy and somebody 2 years ago. I don't know that, so I don't get involved in it. But what do you mean, Ash? Are you kidding me? Would you like to take a link and come up? Are you talking to me? I don't know. Because, see, there's a lot of tension between me and Republican Ash, and I don't really know why.
She says that you posted a picture of John first.
Yeah, well, yeah, I did post that meme of John after he went around calling me. And trust me, it wasn't a snapshot of him being caught on camera because he's always on camera. But Republican Ash, every chance you get to come into a chat and attack me, you take it. But then when I ask you to come on panel and talk, you don't ever want to do that. So remember that block button you were just talking about in remember that block button you were just talking about in but here's the thing, Ash. You don't know the history between me and John. To be honest with you, I don't even know the history between me and John. John is going after me for absolutely no reason. I don't know the person that posted the video that put a picture up of somebody. I don't know. So how can I have outrage about something I have no idea about? You know? I didn't say you were attacking me. Every chat well, maybe I did, but every chat you come in, Republican Ash, you run your mouth to me. But when I try to get you up on panel to at least get to a point where.
No. You have not got me on the panel. I barely got a link.
You barely got a link where?
She just gave me one.
Well, yeah.
No, I'm not talking about just today.
Okay, so let me say something real quick, and I'm gonna leave. You said that you posted a picture of him first. I mean, you said he posted a picture of you first, correct? But then that's not true. You post a picture of him first.
Okay, that might be true.
No, it is true. I saw it with my own eyes.
Okay, so all right, you're right.
All right,
But
bye.
where's the outrage?
Lord.
See, we didn't solve anything because she doesn't want to solve anything. Republican Ash does not want to solve anything. She wants to be right in the middle of it all. But you know what? I'm not going to fight with you, Ash. I've got bigger fish to fry than you. I've got people in streams telling me to get a job that I could work if I wanted to.
And calling you a racist, which you are not.
Oh, he's been calling me a racist forever.
And you're not.
But I'm done, and I hope John is done. I saw him in a stream. He didn't mention me as far as I could see the other day. So I'm thinking, okay, we're done. I've been done with John. She just wants to be right. That's it. I don't care. I mean, she can be right in her own mind. But this is about a video that I had no clue it even went down. if people only really knew what was going on in my real life, and I'm not going to sit up here and cry and whine and carry on, because I know so many people on here that's going through so much. But
You've had it rough the past few days, and I'm sorry that, you know, this is.
I mean, mentally, I have literally taken 20 steps back from where I was when I started.
What is the chat doing, Ash? I don't understand. I mean, I'm looking at the chat. I don't see anything that's bad.
Republican Ash does not want to come to some sort of agreement with me, because then that puts her in a bad position with other people. And I get it, Ash. I get it. But the one thing I can say about my true friends here on YouTube, which is just a handful of people, is I don't judge them for who they make peace with.
Good morning, Jennifer Murray. You know, I don't judge anybody by what chat they go in. I'm not going to call them out for what chat they go in, but I'm going to distance myself from them. And depending on the chat, and that's my right. I'm not going to call them out or say mean things about them. I'm just going to back away because I don't want to be a
Hey,
part of
Dragon's
that.
Law. Like I said, I haven't been on YouTube. I don't know why I got drug in. Where's the outrage? I don't, maybe
Hi, Anna Rose.
Amanda Lynn just wanted to, throw a jab or prove a point or whatever. That's her right. I appreciate you, Sarah, going in there to say, this doesn't have anything to do with Tracy. I didn't hear it. I don't know what's going on. Pixie. Now there's a life with Jim. I quit. I don't know any of these people. Like I said, I don't know the people I'm supposed to be outraged at. I have my own outrage that I've even tried to lay off of, so, but I would love to work things out with Republican Ash to where we come to an agreement where every time she's in a chat, she doesn't, and my name is in there, that she doesn't join on the bandwagon, because I don't do that to her. If somebody's in a chat, if somebody's on panel ragging Republican Ash, you don't see me in there saying bad things about Ash. She said, I'm not.
Oh, go ahead.
She said, I'm not the person they are talking about.
Yeah, Life is a Gym is definitely a different person. I know that for sure.
I think she was just upset because BTS is her friend. That's probably true. And
yeah, and it was insinuated that you and BTS don't like each other anymore, and that's not true at all. That's absolutely not true. And I even tried to say that, but nobody wanted to listen to me. Truth and BTS have always been friendly, and they've always liked each other. Now they've agreed to disagree on many things, but it wasn't Truth's fault that she didn't know what happened last night. And how is she supposed to take accountability for something that someone says or a video that they put out? We are only accountable for what we do.
And here's the thing with me and BTS. She might not like me, but that belongs to her. I have no problem with BTS. I speak up when I think BTS is wrong. I think BTS defends some behavior on here that I would never defend, regardless of who it was that pulled that behavior. If it was you, if it was Pixie, if it was Tawanda, if it was anybody, Galway, anybody that I'm really close to, I still wouldn't defend it. But that's on BTS. I don't have a problem with BTS. If BTS has a problem, then it's her, it's her problem with me. It's not my problem with her. Hold on, guys.
And I think, since we're on this topic or whatever, I think it was way wrong to go at Jen and Moon the way certain people did. I mean, I'm not about that. I don't want to be a part of that. And that's why I'm backing away. I like Jen and Moon. We've had our issues, yes, but I still adore her and I consider her a friend of mine. And I mean, for her to be attacked the way she was yesterday was some bullshit and it was wrong. You're going to sit there and go for her looks. So I don't know. I'm just not cool with that. Whatever. I mean, critique her for what she does here on YouTube. Don't sit there and be a petty bitch and go after her looks or her teeth or shit like that. That's so childish. It's dumb. And I don't care who gets mad at me for
Morning,
saying that.
Samantha B.
I just don't care. I
Well,
mean, I'm
see,
not.
I didn't even hear all that.
Oh man, you don't want to listen to it either.
But it sounds like to me it's the same standard. Jenna Moon goes live, and I'm assuming she talked about something that touched on a nerve, and somebody had a clap back. I don't know. Did Jenna Moon go live talking on somebody's looks, or?
No, she didn't.
I mean, I don't know. Like I said, the last couple of days have been hell on earth for me.
Oh, Mac 11. Oh crap.
Hey, Mac.
Okay, Mac 11 said, I can type here what I wanted to ask. Are you both using a New York accent? What does that even mean?
No, I'm using my regular old Midwestern accent.
I mean, I'm a dumb hillbilly, so I mean, I'll use whatever accent I've got. I don't try to use different accents. Okay, maybe when I get a little mad, I'll go a little ghetto, whatever. I might use some slang here and there, but I mean, I try not to do that. I don't know what a New York accent means, though. Would you like to come back up, Mac 11?
Hey, Mac. She says, hi, Truth. Is that really the real Mac? I mean,
I don't know.
Because I can't, I don't even think I can mimic a New York accent.
Yeah, I can't either. I am not good at mimicking accents.
I mean, I can go real country, but I don't think
Yeah,
I could even begin to mimic a New York accent. I've never really tried. But I'm a hillbilly too, Randy, trust me. And
I
I'm
don't
okay with that, I'm okay with me. Oh, she was being funny. No, don't leave. I didn't get the joke.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get it either. If you want to come up, it's cool. Let's see. There she is. Hey, Mac.
I didn't get
Hi.
the joke, Mac. I'm sorry.
I was joking. End of story.
I didn't understand it. I can't do a New York accent.
I
I'm
was
not good
just
at it.
joking. I was joking. That's all. I mean, it's kind of like a thing that a lot of people are trying to actually, there's channels that try and do all kinds of accents and things like that. It was just a silly joke. I was trying to lighten the mood. Obviously, you're not from New York, so
No.
you wouldn't know.
No, definitely not.
And obviously,
There's a mandolin in the chat. Mac, I'm sorry. I didn't get the joke. I'm sorry.
even though I'm not from New York, and I'm not even from your country, I
Hey.
don't even think I'm putting on a New York accent here. What am I
No, that
putting on?
sounded kind of good. I can't do it.
Really?
Yeah,
I
it
have
sounded pretty good.
no clue. No, honey, girls, listen, I don't know what's going on. I just thought I'd be silly. And I wasn't trying to offend a darn soul.
No, I don't think it was offensive. I didn't understand it. Like a New York accent. I wish I could do accents, honestly.
Amanda Lynn, you're entitled to your opinion, but why on earth would you think that I don't like BTS? I mean, you're entitled to your opinion. But
yeah, and Amanda Lynn, I didn't want to come up last night. I'm sorry. I didn't. I feel like there's people that don't really care for me anymore, so I didn't want to come up on panel. That is all. It had nothing to do with you. I just thought that I would kind of just lay low and that's it.
Like I said, there's a couple people that BTS supports. that
Okay,
I
bye. Sorry.
don't, and I don't support their behavior. And I feel like BTS does, even though she goes up and says she doesn't. I feel like she does, but that's her prerogative. That doesn't make me not like BTS. Just like I don't dislike you, Mandolin, for the people that you support.
Right.
You know, everybody keeps saying that, you know, that we as a little group all of a sudden had a problem with Amanda Lynn and them when they decided to make peace with Laura. No, I didn't. Do I think there's something behind it? Yeah, I do. And that's my opinion. Can I prove there's anything behind it? Nothing more than what Laura put out there, which is that she made friends with you all to piss me and Jenna off. That's all I got. That's all I got to go on. No, Amanda Lynn, I called her out one time and I ended up hurting her feelings and I apologized for it because I never, ever, ever meant to hurt her feelings. I used her as an example and it ended up hurting her feelings. And I've apologized over and over and over again. And then I hear BTS say something about me and my apology. And I was like, okay, well, you know, whatever, you know. And then it was lean in, Tracy. I don't have to lean in amongst all my health problems. Hearing isn't one of them. You know, I mean,
You cracked me up.
I don't have to lean in. I hear you just fine. Hey, Captain Obvious. I don't have a problem with BTS. I'm just going to put that out there. We support different people. We support different activities that go on around here. That's it. That doesn't mean I have a problem with the lady.
Right.
You know, I didn't see the video. I have no idea what was posted. I can't have outrage for something that I don't know nothing about. And when I do have outrage about things like, you know, talk of money being exchanged to hurt somebody, then somehow or another I become the bad guy. But I'm still going to stick with it. It's not going to change what I feel. You know, so
I don't
I
understand why people freak out when Tracy and I have an opinion on something, but other people can call other people out 2 to 3 times a day on their lives. That doesn't make sense to me.
Hey, Sin. Like I said, I don't know. If there was a video put out there that was not flattering to BTS, then, you know, I missed it too, Christy. But
Well,
like I
and
said,
somebody took that picture of BTS and did that maybe a month or so ago. And I had huge outrage with that. I was in the comments saying how it was bullshit, this and that, and I didn't agree with it. And I thought the person should take it down. And the video did come down. I don't like how it's being used over and over and how, you know, people are going for people's looks. God, I mean, why do that to people to, you know, embarrass them? Why is that okay?
I don't even like it when people do it to make up Mobster and Laura. Did I get down and dirty on that panel last Saturday? I did. And I've apologized for even stooping to that level. I apologized for even going on that panel. But I'm
Absolutely.
not the only one that got down and dirty on that panel. Randy wants to come up. I'm not the only one that got down and dirty on that panel. And if people knew what was being said in live streams about me by this one particular person that I don't even know why we're beefing, then maybe they would understand, you know, my aggravation with the situation. All I can do is to continue to keep this person blocked and do my best to ignore what this person has to say, because I don't even know what our beef is. I
Yeah,
made
and
one
Pixie, no,
comment months ago that wasn't even a bad comment. It was actually a complimentary comment. And it's turned into this big, you know, thing. And it's because I don't get along with the two people that he's besties with on YouTube. I don't get it. So, the best thing I can do is just to leave it alone.
yeah, I don't go into that person's chat or streams, or I don't see their comment section because I don't want anything to do with that person. And it's not me being a bitch or thinking I'm better than. I just don't like what they're putting out there, and I don't want anything to do with them. So I don't know. And I respect Tracy. That's where my loyalty lies. So therefore, I'm not going to go in there and be chummy with that person
Just
because they've
like
said a lot
Amanda
of shit.
Lynn, just like Amanda Lynn has loyalty towards BTS, we have our loyalties too.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that, let's face it, we're not going to call out our friends publicly. We're going to call out other people, but we're not going to call out our friends. You're right. TNT does deserve to be defended. I have no problem with that, Ash, but it doesn't change the fact of what she did and she admitted to. It's not like anybody's just going based off screenshots or phone calls. She got up on a panel and she admitted what she did. So if there's anything that comes of it, it's on her. I don't want to be a part of somebody that does that even considers that. That's just me, Ash. If you all want to defend that, then defend it, go ahead.
Hi, pretty lady.
But you're acting like that
Hello?
TNT didn't even get on a panel and admit what she did, and she did.
She went off on that. That's I kind of want to come up to see if I can bring a little peace with, because if y'all can't hear it, I can hear it like a lot of pain in Truth's voice today.
Yeah.
Because my life is a fucking mess right now, but it doesn't have anything to do with YouTube.
Right, but I know exactly what you're talking about, but YouTube does add to it, and it's easier to say log off than it is to log off. Cynthia, my lover.
I get told, Randy, constantly in chats, this goes way back to months ago, that if the truth wanted to work, she could. If the truth wanted to work, she could. I sent a picture to my friends the other night. Did I not, Sarah?
You did.
And what did you see?
Denise.
I'm going to let you explain that one.
You saw a hernia that makes a 55-year-old woman look like she's 9 months pregnant. That can't be dealt with until I'm 5 years out from cancer. So for somebody to sit and say, get a job, bitch, quit e-begging on YouTube, get a job. First of all, I don't feel like I e-beg.
No.
Secondly, don't try to tell me my life.
That picture actually broke my heart. I'm so sorry that you're having to deal with that. It's not fair for people to say, well, you can work and you can work when they don't know what's going on in your real life outside of YouTube. They have no idea. They just want to be assholes.
Right.
If it was only my physical, but something else happened the other night that other people are aware of, I'm not going to put it out there because I'm not going to have it used against me.
Please don't.
But it concerns my son. So
No.
if it was only my physical and they wanted to go at me, but mentally, I'm not in a good place right now. And that's why I logged off. I took everybody's advice, log off, boo-boo. I did it. So this morning, I was finally feeling like, okay, things have calmed down a little bit. I can go check out YouTube. The next thing I know, I'm hearing about this video that I was supposed to have outrage about, and I know nothing about it. Go ahead, Randy. I'm going to jump down, Sarah. Thanks for
No,
having
you
me
don't have
up.
to jump down. No, maybe this can bring some. Are you okay? It's
Yeah, I'm all right.
Her nerves are a little shaken.
and I get exactly what she's saying because I have a kid that struggles, and she may be okay today, and then tomorrow she may not be, and that's going to affect us no matter how old our kids are. So there's that. But you can't get on here and talk about it because people use it against you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, and at one time I thought I could, but you can't now. But
It's just like a thumbnail being used with the hypodermic needle to go at me. I can't. There's just some things I can't.
yeah,
I can't deal with.
And those are some of the reasons why we can't make peace with that person. We're just not there. Some of you may be there, but we're not.
yeah, and I think maybe in time people can get there, but all the stuff has to stop.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to see all of Mandalin's stream last night because I had my Google meeting. But what I did hear, I understood exactly what she was saying. And I even said this last night, like, I don't know where I stand with Breaking the Silence and Mandolin myself. But I do know this. Like, she said something that rings true. Like, just because they're in a chat of someone that we don't like doesn't mean they agree with everything. Because I respected, when I heard her say,
I agree with that.
Yeah. If they start talking about somebody, they leave. And then they said, if they're in my chat and I start talking about somebody, they leave. And I respect that. That I can respect.
Yeah.
It's but I also understand being called out for not calling everybody to the carpet, not holding everybody accountable, because that's about impossible. I haven't spoke on the Trisha thing, and here's why. I haven't been around. I don't know enough. I do know that I've been mad enough to want to go to someone's house and
Hurt
fight
them.
them. Yeah, fight them myself. But
Oh, me too.
and I'm pretty sure that she thought she was talking to a friend. And, I don't know. But we got to stop listen, it just every week we say, I didn't think it could get any lower. I didn't think it could get any lower. And then
it happens.
Yeah. So that's where we got to stop before someone really does get hurt.
I agree. I don't want anybody to get hurt. I don't,
Mm-mm.
regardless of my feelings about some people here on YouTube, I don't wish them harm. I don't wish them loss of income. I don't wish that their children be messed with. Never. Never. I didn't listen to Amanda Lynn's stream. Like I said, I've had to log off. I've had some
I get it, Amanda.
some stressful stuff going on around here. And, I'm sorry that, if people think that I call BTS out, maybe I hold her to a higher standard. I don't know. And maybe I need to work on that. I don't mean to do that. BTS is just a human being, just like the rest of us. Maybe I hold her to a higher standard. I need to stop that.
I'm a
BTS work in progress, too. People.
I like BTS.
I do too. I like her too, but I agree. I think I hold.
Hey, Kiki.
I think I may hold her to a higher standard as well, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because she's vocal about her opinions, and those are the people. In truth, that's probably why they said what they said about you last night. The people that are vocal about their opinions, they do get held to a higher standard, and then we have this humanity part of us that when we get into an argument, and I want everyone to hear what I'm saying, we are human. So when we get into an argument, the human part of us automatically wants people to take our side. When, if we're being realistic, that's not possible on YouTube.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think there's any way to avoid at times being a hypocrite.
Right.
I don't think there's, any way to avoid at times to get along with absolutely everybody unless you're Winky Whispers. I think she's the only one that, and God rest her soul, Ziggy,
Yeah.
you know. And I do feel like that when I or Sarah go live to voice our opinion, it gets a clap back every time, regardless of what our opinion is about.
And there's
And
some things that I refuse to even talk about because I know it'll create a lot of problems. But I mean, I'm not trying to say I'm any type of moral authority here on the YouTubes. I'm just saying there's some things that do need called out and some things that don't. I mean, there's things that I don't agree with that other people do, other things that other people agree with that I don't. I don't know. It's just a mess.
And it comes to picking, like, I mean, I'll call stuff out, but when it came to the Trish not Trish thing, I wouldn't have touched that, and I'm not putting those down that did. I wouldn't have touched that with a 10-foot pole.
Girl, I'm not touching it.
Yeah,
I said what I had to say about it, and then I was done. It was a
Yeah.
one and done. It
Yeah.
doesn't change my opinion. She admitted to what her intentions were. Now, thank God it didn't happen.
Yeah.
But if it would be no different than if if someone admitted to willing to pay somebody to come and hurt you, Randy, or to come and hurt Amanda Lynn, or to come and hurt Laura, or to come and hurt Makeup Mobster, it would be no different. I would have still called it out.
Yeah.
Now, at this point, it's between Brian and Trisha.
Right.
That's how I feel about it.
Right, Cynthia. And that's the thing is we develop, like, okay, and I heard Mandolin say this last night. We get this small circle. You're saying it's like we expect people Tanya. We have this small circle that we're really, really close to. And that's who I guess we show the most loyalty to. But then when I don't know, it's so hard to explain when you're sitting up here and you see someone. Okay, the hardest thing to not do on here is defend yourself, and that's what I've got to myself have to work on. I don't need to defend myself against certain things because I know me, and the people that know me know me.
Marcia, is that you?
That's me.
M says, why is no one touching it? Just curious. People have jumped all over other things for much less. I agree, Ems.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because it's not legal. It could go a lot further, and I don't want to be in the middle of that.
Exactly.
Right.
I don't think it should be swept under the rug, but I think that needs to be between Mandy, Trisha, and Brian now.
Yep.
I'm not touching it because I don't know the circumstances. I didn't see the before. There was a lot of text before that led up to that, and that we didn't see that part, and we didn't see the part after. We just saw what was being said at the time. Have I got mad and texted Cynthia, B, somebody like that, say I want to go right now and whoop that? Like I can't. I wanted to go to Mississippi and whoop Tammy Spirit Finder's ass so bad. I don't want to pay anybody to do it. I want to do it myself with my own two hands.
I didn't touch it until I heard TNT admit to it. And yes, she was up there crying, and I'm sure she's sorry she ever got even involved in it. But that's when I touched it, is when I heard TNT admit to it. And that's when I said, okay, this is not going off text. This is not going off rumor. But like I said, I touched it. I said what I had to say, and I'm done with it. Now it's between Brian, TNT, and Mandy Bell, and that's it. I'm done.
Right.
But I caught a lot of hell for voicing my opinion over it.
Well, even though if she admitted it, it's still look. I don't know.
What if I'm just saying, what if the tables were turned and these people who no longer support Brian, and that's their right, trust me,
Yeah.
But if Brian was to get caught saying something like that,
Oh man.
Jesus, she'd never hear the end of it.
and
Yeah.
I'm not defending Brian because God knows
No.
Brian has come on here and done some shit.
And I tried to commit. Wait, hold on. Here's Mandy. Actually, there wasn't a lot before or after. It was out of the blue, but hey, she admitted to it, then lied that I tried to commit suicide for an hour. I was told how to kill myself over this. What?
Yeah.
She said that Mandy Bell tried to kill herself with a bottle of tramadol.
Mm.
There is a lot before and after it. You know what I mean?
Well, she said there's not, but I think.
I mean, there's not a lot. That's what I meant. I'm glad
Oh,
you corrected.
well, I don't know. That's the thing is I don't know enough to speak on it. So, I've gotten so many messages. Why haven't you spoke on it? One, me and TNT, we haven't formed any relationship on here for me to like or dislike or go after or not go after. I'm not saying Mandy's not telling the truth, viewer. I'm just saying that I'm going to have to say it looks bad on a person when they hold on to information till they get pissed off and then they drop it.
But it was still also going on.
And Randy was saying it seems like things are getting worse here every day. And that's true. We've gotten to a place where somebody is, paying someone to go beat someone up, put them in a trunk, zip tie them, whatever. Why is that okay? It's not. It's definitely not. I just don't want to get involved with it. I don't want to. It's not my fight, but it is wrong.
Yeah.
And I mean, if it was, it's no different than when I called her out about her doing what she did to Ben and trying to get Marianne involved in it. Thank God Marianne didn't take the bait.
Exactly.
But what if Marianne would have taken the bait? And once again, thank God she didn't.
Didn't know she
Then
did that.
Marianne would have been known as a swatter around here, as a
Marianne
cop caller.
Exactly right.
Yeah. So the least you can do, in my opinion, TNT, if you're going to do stuff like that, do it on your own. Don't drag other people into it. And with that, I'm done with the topic. I'm not speaking on it again. It's not coming up on my panel again. There's certain things that I have banned from my panel, which a long time ago was the Kim Lowry shit. I was like, nope, not speaking on it.
Yeah.
I'm done with it. Now, in my opinion, if it becomes a legal matter, I'm like you, Randy. I don't want to be questioned by an investigator.
Right.
What do you know? Or whatever, because I don't know nothing other than what TNT said. That's all I know.
Yeah. And I didn't hear her stream to even admit it. So, that's.
But we played it on Diane's the other night.
Yeah. I was at work. I heard little bits and pieces, but I couldn't listen to the whole stream. But I did hear what she said. And I saw the text that was in Mandy's video. And it's just, golly.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When does it end? When does somebody getting hurt? People calling people's homes. People look at the outrage there. And it was against the wrong person, but whatever. But it was wrong. Don't call people's houses.
The
don't
fake
send
SWATs and the
don't send
CPS
things in the
calls.
mail that is an unwelcomed gift. Like the tongue that Makeup Mobster got. Don't do that stuff, people. It's creepy, it's scary, and it's YouTube.
It's getting worse too. Like it's a downward spiral. And when is all that going to stop before it actually does go real life and somebody does get hurt?
Yeah, I just.
What would have happened if someone went to Brian's house and beat him up or whatever?
Or
Then
look
what?
at this. Look at it this way, and you have to. What if somebody totally unrelated to YouTube, right, had gone to Brian and been mad at Brian and done something to Brian or Nicole? Who would they have come back on?
Well, I think that's what happened to the night that Randy got swatted.
That's right.
I never for 1 minute thought that was Brian. but it
Me
was
neither.
somebody who was listening in,
Mhm.
who took the perfect opportunity to
Yep.
Yep.
mess with both of them. Hey,
Yep.
this is the perfect opportunity to mess with Brian and Randy.
Yep.
Right, and that's why I'm a little mad that I have to defend Brian, but to know what hurt me the most, like y'all didn't see the real breakdown that I had after that, was that somebody had so little regard for my life. They didn't care if they called. I'm sure they didn't think about it, but what if? There's always those what ifs. What if I got killed? What if I got shot?
Yep.
What if my animals had got shot? What if my husband had got shot? My daughter was living here at the time. That's the little regard that we have for life now. Let's just pay them back in a way that's going to hurt them. And that's what we got to stop.
Yep.
That's what hurt me. That when I sat down and I thought about it, I'm like, wow, whoever made this call absolutely didn't care what happened. They just wanted to hurt me.
That's right.
Yep. And Brian.
And in God's
Yeah,
case,
but
fine.
Brian was mentally hurt. I would have been physically hurt. And of
Right.
course, unknown to YouTube, it would have been.
Yeah, but
Well,
Ash
yeah, we
274,
know
come
it.
on. Rel is painting his face white, mocking
There
Brian.
you go.
I mean, Brian had every right to defend himself. You can only be
Right.
provoked so much until you're going to get a reaction. What do you
And
want Brian to do? Just be submissive and sit there and just take it? I mean, how much is he supposed to take? He's trying to become a better person. He's trying to find God and religion. Oh my gosh, why are people trying to provoke him to become the person he was?
Thank you.
Yes, Galway, the vape that Randy had in her hand could have definitely been mistaken for a weapon. It's happened many a times. A man got shot on a SWAT because he had his phone in his
Yep.
hand.
Yep.
Yeah, well, see, I had my vape in one hand, my phone in the other. I've thought about that so many times, but
I
thank
bet so.
God they weren't trigger happy. Thank God.
I've been in a situation before where I've had a red laser pointed at me, and it's not fun. It's not funny. I mean, those cops could have seen that in Randy's hand and thought it was something different. And people don't think about that because they don't care. They get off on seeing this kind of stuff go down on YouTube. They think
I
it's
agree,
funny.
Ash 274. I agree. The tit for tat between Rel and Brian, and I told Brian this, if you're not going to handle it legally, then continue to go tit for tat.
It's only
But
going to get worse.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
and-
stop, knock it off, stop. That's if anything was to ever happen to me again, nobody on YouTube will know about it.
Exactly.
We've got 2 episodes. I've not told a soul about.
Yeah.
I've told Brian, stop it. But Brian is a man, and he's going to be, he's going to, he's going to, when something is said or done, I agree. The wife and the bus stop and the kids and, but Brian's got to step up to the plate and protect his family. That's his responsibility. Just like it's my responsibility to protect myself. And I've told Brian this, stop, do something about it and stop going round and round with this person.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes saving your family means shutting the hell up.
Yeah.
Just
Or
saying.
sometimes saving your own sanity is just walking away. I just walked away
Absolutely.
from and it wasn't Wendy B, it wasn't Blue. They were fine. They weren't doing nothing wrong. But some other stuff, and Jules wasn't wrong, but some other stuff was going on in the chat. I said, I don't want any part of this. So
Yeah.
I watched about an earthquake.
And Jules, she had every right to defend herself.
Yes, she did.
Laura was sitting there last night saying she wanted to go
Yes,
to
she
where
did.
Jules lived and bash a brick in her head. So she
Yeah.
had every right to defend herself. I don't care
Yes,
who
she
it
did.
is.
See, I missed all of that.
Oh,
But it doesn't
yeah.
shock me. Nothing shocks me on here anymore, which is what's beginning to scare me because I'm not shocked by anything anymore. I've become desensitized to pretty much everything that goes on around here, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
Well, what got me, she just put it in the chat, what got me too about the Brian deal, Brian's a man, He can at least put up a fight, right?
Yeah.
But the thought of Nicole sitting at the bus stop, unaware, and somebody wanting something to happen to her. That's
And
what.
you don't know how these people are going to be. You know, she could be going to the bus stop this morning, scared to death, not knowing if somebody's actually
Right.
going to come. Ugh, it just
Exactly.
scares me. You know,
I
I
mean,
know Brian and I have had words
I
before.
wouldn't want to be me and Brian, you all know,
Yeah.
but I mean, God, anybody knows, but
Right.
I wouldn't want one of my family members. I wouldn't want to have to go to one of my family members and say, "Hey, there's some." I mean, I literally had to call my disability attorney yesterday because there's rumors going around. And no, I don't believe it's Laura. You know, I don't. You know, I've never known Laura to go real life. I'm just going to put that out there. Does she talk shit? Yeah, but have I ever seen her go real life? No. Do I think giving information to Dave is messed up? Yeah, because all you're doing is giving somebody else the permission to go real life.
And sit back smiling, thinking your hands are clean. And they're not.
Right.
But I have never seen Laura go real life personally. So whoever's running around saying, "Oh, I saw in a Discord Laura called your disability, you know, blah blah blah," you know, did I know it? See, here's the thing. I don't know if it's bullshit. Is it just a troll trying to start shit with me?
I think it
I
was.
don't know. But
Probably.
I covered my bases. I called my attorney and I'm done with it.
Well, the thing you got to remember when these some of these trolls come up and say that, you know, okay, so you moved a chair here and there at a wedding and you did this and you walked at a wedding. Could you move chairs 8 hours a day?
I can't do
No.
anything 8 hours a day.
I
If
know.
I run the sweeper, I have to go sit down.
Well, that's what I said about me. I could move this chair one time over there, but am I going to be able to move it back or move it rest of the day? No.
Jonice, I might be wrong, but I don't think that Laura is the topic of discussion here. And
No, she's not.
Ash,
Not
if
at all.
If
If
someone,
anything, I was defending Laura.
yeah,
So here comes Jonice with her 100, 100, 100s, 100s.
no, she didn't throw not one.
Not
She made
one
the-
100. Then I
Not
probably
one.
wouldn't even recognize her in a chat.
I almost didn't. It may be fake Jonice.
But don't you think it's strange, Randy, that every time you go live about something, Jonice comes in there and starts in on you? Why not just ignore you?
Well, I figured that comes from
I don't go in Laura's chats and start shit on her.
Well,
I don't go into
I think
Makeup
that-
Mobster's chat.
that just tells me she's in a Discord. You know, that's all. I mean, I know how that is. The Richard Groiper, are you a member of mine under a name just Richard? I have to ask that because, well, someone came in my meet last night, just a Richard. And who said that it was whoever you're aligned with? Because I wanted to address them that said that. Let me find it. Hi, Paige.
I don't know. I know his Twitter page is.
I don't know
Misbehaving.
why anybody
Misbehaving.
wants to start more shit between me and Laura when there's already so much shit. Why?
I can't even see
why would
Jonice in
anybody want to
here.
Start more.
We have a baby.
Oh.
Oh, Kimberly, okay.
Yay.
Are mom and baby okay, Kimberly? 'Cause no matter
Congratulations.
what, I care.
Happy birthday to some little bundle of joy. That is so sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Congratulations to her.
Is it Kimmy P?
I'm guessing it's probably
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I can't believe I didn't
Congratulations,
think
Kim.
about that. I know last night she was, of course, scared, and I said, "Just think you're gonna have a baby tomorrow."
That's so sweet. Only my husband would think it's a good time to go mow the grass right now, right when I'm on a live. Ugh.
Rain and Tracy are discussing.
Well, hey, I was going to go live, but I have totally screwed up something between YouTube and StreamYard. I don't know how to fix it, so I can't go live today.
I miss the old YouTube.
What does that mean, Samantha? It's because Randy and Tracy are discussing things. What do you mean?
They aren't discussing anything. Things.
Jonice feels strongly about Laura. Yeah, I'm not. I haven't said a word about Laura. I don't have anything to say.
We were
This
complimenting
live wasn't
Laura,
even about
actually.
Laura.
No, the truth was complimenting her. Actually,
Exactly. And it's hard not using Laura for an example sometimes because she is such a large figure in this community. So, but it wasn't a bashing of Laura. So, but yes, Kimmy P, if that's you out there with that new bundle of joy, that's what's important. What Kimmy P has holding in her arms right now, that's what's important.
That's
Uh-oh.
what matters
Jonice has
most.
said liars. I barely respond. Most of the time I never hear what is said about me. Honey, people don't talk. Really, I don't think a lot of people talk about you, Jonice.
Jonice, I never even mentioned your name. Lord, I can't even see you here in the chat. I
I
don't
don't
know.
yes, I hit a button. Your main girl. I have hit a button, much like the truth, and find my way back in. Baby toes. Okay, Ash.
And also the thing with Mandy, you know, she's like, I guess I should have never done it. Da 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 da. Well, I think that's between you and YouTube. I don't know. Like, it's not a. I don't know what to say because I just don't think that you put yourself in a good situation either. But that's just me, you know. But I'm telling you right now, I don't care what I've said. When I see someone drop my private info, talk about something I've said in private, to me, that's the last private thing you'll ever get out of me. That's the last message you'll ever get out of me.
Lori, I'll say hello to you.
I'm not. It's not because it one. You know, me and Mandy Bell. I don't think we have a problem. Except,
Well, I kind of, in a way, if we look at it like this, say if somebody told you something, really bad. I know she held on to it. She acknowledges that. Brian dealt with it, whatnot. I know some of the things are still going on, but here's the thing. Once she gave the information, it's out of her hands. So it's between TNT and Brian and Rail. That's where it is.
I love you, Lorraine. Stick around. Stick around.
That was Lori Ann, not Lorraine.
And there was one point that I did. I kind of went to bat for Rel, and I kind of liked what he was doing. But when it started going real life with calling his job, calling his place of,
right,
where he lives, I walked away. Like, I don't want to be a part of that because it's not all to do because of Brian. It's because of his kids. Like, they literally had to uproot where they lived just to get away, thinking that they was going to be able to get away. But oh no. Rel just made a video, yesterday saying, yeah, and I posted your new place in your trailer right after you moved. I mean, why are you going to do that? Why do you need to try to intimidate him? Why do you need to try to bring him harm? What if somebody's watching you and they do go to his house and try to cause him harm? What are you doing? Why are you even doing that?
Here's what I said the other day. All these threats that people throw out, and we just we covered it. All these threats that people throw out on here. There's some people watching that. There's 300 people watching now, but obviously they're not. We don't know them all.
Right.
They're going to take an opportunity to do something, and then so someone else will get blamed, and that's what's going to happen. That's what happens on here.
Yeah.
Like somebody we don't even know is watching, and they can take that and run with it. That's what happened to me, and that's what happens to a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Misbehaving, I do miss seeing you around, but I don't feel like what I don't do, and y'all can say it or not, what you believe is, if I'm lying, call me out. I don't feel like I take the person that everyone's mad at and gang up on that person. I just don't. You've never seen me go live about Mandy Bell. You've never seen me go live about Trish, not Trish. I'm not going to do that. I'm not. I figure when someone's down, unless they've done something to me to hurt me, I'm not going to kick the shit out of them. Now, I can be petty, but, I try not to do the gang up thing, but I know that I have at times, but I try not to.
I think we all have it.
Oh, wits. I was trying to figure out what you were saying. Call it as I see it. I was thinking, what does wits mean?
I think we all have it.
Duh.
I don't think anybody on here can say they haven't joined in on gang mentality.
Oh, I definitely have.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. It's like West Side Story in here, about 100 different groups. you
But
know?
I haven't taken it as far as calling someone's job or
No.
calling where they live, or trying to mess up their disability. I'm not
Mm-mm.
about that. Why
Mhm.
do you hate someone so much from YouTube that you're going to dip into their real life and try to affect their real
Never.
lives?
Never.
No, I never want to affect someone's real life.
Never.
Right.
And that's not the narrative that's being spun around here right now. But I don't want to ever affect someone's real life. People have tried to affect my real life many times. Can we be friends again? Are you the Richard that's in my? Are you a member
That's
under a
great.
different account? I have to know, Richard. I have to know. I love you too, Misbehave, and I miss seeing you.
I know I love this thing.
I don't want anybody's real life touched. I mean, this
No.
is YouTube.
No.
No.
What happened to the good old fashioned just get on your panel and talk shit? But what people don't understand is there's people out there watching us
Yeah.
who take the opportunity to do things to hurt us, because they're never going to get caught. They're just somebody out there in cyberspace. And I believe that's what happened to you, Randy. I really do.
I do too.
Oh, I do too. And that's why. Look, to defend myself, I could on several occasions, and not just against one person. Jonice, would you like a link, baby doll?
I'm going to put a link. I can't see her comments, but I'm going to give her a link. Jonice, if you want to come up, and Eric,
Okay.
whatever you need to.
I have never been able to get Jonice on panel, ever.
He's saying it's another Richard, Randy. I don't know.
See, I wonder who is that Richard? Richard,
So there's
who are
more
you?
Richard Gropers?
He's Richard Groiper in here.
Yeah. People are so quick to turn on one another right here. Listen, I'm not. You get to kick me 3,700 times and I don't turn. But if you're in my Ash 274, I would never, ever, ever, ever turn on her, because you know why? I have seen her be in a chat. Y'all, I'm not going to be mean to you, Jonice. And I can promise you, nobody's going to be mean to you. It was just
Jonice, I'm definitely not going to be mean to you. No one up here is going to, scream or yell or cuss at you or anything.
Yeah, I just want to understand what you're trying to say.
Arnold.
It's so much easier to hear tone of voice.
You hear that, Randy?
No,
He says it may be somebody named Richard Arnold.
I don't know. There's no last name.
Oh.
I don't know Richard Arnold.
Thanks, Pugs.
Thank you, Pugs.
That's the truth. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes every time.
And full stop. The thing is that all of it could be stopped. We just stop. Oh, that's right. Morbid's ex.
Oh, is that the one from Germany?
Yeah, Mario just said it.
Okay.
Oh, well, I wonder why he didn't tell me that. I don't know Morbid, but
That's him. Just Richard. Is that what they use?
just it's Richard is the name. Yeah, just Richard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like a nice enough guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know much about him.
I mean, I only know what I seen when I was watching Morbid's lives, and he would come into chat. He seems like a nice enough guy. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, from what you see on here, you can't.
Jonice, honey, I can't see your comments, but the only reason Laura is being brought up is because you're in the chat talking about her. No one else is talking about her. We're talking about some guy named Richard.
She's not even involved in this.
Good Lord.
And see, I paid Laura a compliment, and it still comes back to bite me in the ass.
Wow, life is a gym. Is that your birthday?
No, that's election day.
And to be fair, the only
Sure.
reason I brought up Laura, which was for a quick second, was because she was on her public panel talking about taking a brick to somebody's head, going to
Right.
their state and
I
bashing a
didn't,
brick into their head
I
again.
didn't, I didn't hear that. Jonice, how about, why don't we all hold a mirror up to our own faces and tell what we see in ourselves? Because I see myself a lot of times. Like, here's what I saw. I'll tell you what I saw. I wish you would come up. Jonice came and she's like, I used to like you. Well, when someone says I used to like you, that to me is a dig. But, you know,
Yeah, used to like you as in past tense. What
yeah,
have you done so bad that you don't like that person anymore?
right. I have never, I will never go real life. Let's face it. Y'all know good and well. Yes, I did strike Laura's video, and I'm not even trying to talk about Laura. But it was her small channel, I knew exactly what would happen. I see a woman who never crosses those lines. Thank you, Jules. I think you're talking about yourself, but I think I've crossed lines, but I haven't dipped into real life.
Me too.
But I have went for looks, which is wrong, and I know that because you lose
Yeah.
as soon as you go for looks. But I don't think the truth should be up here with pain in her voice
No.
because she thinks she's losing people that she loves.
That's
How
what
about-
bothered me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I came up, because I really think as far as Mandolin goes and breaking the silence goes, I think this can be fixed because I don't think it has to be that deep.
I hope so. I really do, because I do like Amanda Lynn. I like BTS, and I know Truth likes BTS and Amanda for that matter. I think it can be worked out. The only reason I went in there and voiced my opinion without saying hi first, I apologize for that, was because I know what Tracy's going through, and I know that she wasn't watching. She didn't see this video. That's why I went in there to defend her. I have loyalty to her. She's my personal friend.
Like I said, I didn't see the video. If outrage is needed for it, then by all means, whoever saw it, be outraged. I didn't see it. I have nothing to do with it. I have no problems with Amanda Lynn or BTS. Are we going to have our disagreements? Of course we are. I mean, we just absolutely do not support the same people. So it's going to come up occasionally.
Hi, Turquoise. And that doesn't, just because we don't support the same people does not mean that we have to be enemies. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Here's the thing.
Cuddy. Amen, Johnny Cuddy. Amen.
And Amanda, the only reason I didn't come up on panel last night was because I agree with you. I know that there is tension, and I don't know. I felt like it would have been bad for me if I would have came up on panel, because I feel like there's people that are in your chat that just do not like me right now because we don't see eye to eye on certain creators. And that's why I didn't come up. It had nothing to do with you at all.
Hey, Drama Archives. Well,
Oh, she's here.
I love Drama Archives. She's a sweetheart.
I do too.
Jonice, I don't dislike you. I do dislike your overuse of 100. That's up to you. You get to use as many 100s as you want. But I don't dislike you. I like your loyalty. I do. I like your loyalty.
Nobody can see. How come nobody can see Jonice?
I don't know. I can't see her.
Can you all see her? Because I think Coffee Chat's saying she can't see her either. Hello, Debbie Luhu.
Do you have us blocked, Jonice? And I'm not trying to attack you. I'm just curious because I can't.
And it's
see
okay
either.
if she does. That's what the block button is for.
I mean, and people can figure out a way to get along. Look, you got the Truth, me, and Valerie Babe all in one chat.
Hey, Helen.
So there is an adult way of handling things.
And the thing is, we say we don't support the same people, but some people, you know, we support different people, some the same, some not. That's what I like to see.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to go in a certain chat. I do not know how to block people, Jonice said. Is that the real Jonice? Where's your 100s? I'm so confused. And I'm not picking on you. Johnny Cuddy, I've seen you
Jonice,
make
you
some
just
really cruel comments about me.
But he's been dead on the money in this one today. Saying,
Jonice, just go to the channel, the 3 little lines. I mean, obviously something's going on because I can't
No,
see you and I haven't blocked you, so maybe it's a
she would have to
glitch.
go to her Google account. If you block someone on here where you can't see their comments, you have to undo it on Google.
Maybe it's a glitch. I don't know. If she says she doesn't know how to block, then I have to believe her. I have no reason to not believe her.
I can see her. I have blocked a few, but I've never blocked Jonice. That should tell you something, Jonice. I don't dislike. There you are. I'm the one who wants everyone to love each other. Do you really though, Jonice? Because I've seen you say some mean things about me too. And I think what people forget is, I might forget sometimes you have feelings, but I think you forget that we have feelings.
Yeah, exactly. When I see in Laura's chat people talking about my health and how I should get a job, if I can move a chair at a wedding, which by the way, guys, I didn't do the hard setup. You know, there was grown men there doing that. But, you know, I see this chat going on where the truth should get a job. The truth should do this. All she does is sit on YouTube. Nothing could be further from the truth. I have doctor's appointments. I have my life here, which is like really messed up right now. But it hurts my
You don't need to
feelings.
explain to them.
yeah,
They
you
are
know,
not doctors. They can't judge whether or not you can work or not. They're just being assholes by saying what they're saying.
Right. Trust me, they're not worried about your financial status when they tell you to get a job.
Yeah.
They're trying to hurt
you're
you.
not.
Yeah.
They're hurting your feelings
Yes.
because they know it hurts your feelings.
Oh, I didn't finish. What I was saying about Ash 274 was I would never ever turn on Ash. I'll see Ash. I admire this. Ash will be in a chat that is dogging this shit out of me. And Ash will say, that's not true. I mean,
Me
she
too.
has balls of steel.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, how could I ever be mad at her? Hello, Starlight. I saw her last night. I will never, I will never turn on Hello, Starlight. Because she said, no matter what, I will stand with Randy, Diane, and Wendy. And I was like, wow. You know, that speaks, oh golly, that speaks volumes to me. It does.
Yeah. That's loyalty.
Hey,
Yes, that's loyalty. Not that you're in a chat of someone that doesn't like me, but that you're willing to go out on a limb for me when someone is talking about me. You know, that says a lot. I don't care who goes into whose chat, as long as you don't talk shit. If I see you talking shit, I'm probably going to speak up and say something because it hurts my feelings.
Oh,
it
absolutely.
hurts your feelings. Yes.
See, and I'm glad they do that because I'm different. Like I said earlier, when I'm in a chat and they're dogging somebody I care about, or I leave because I know once I get to running my mouth, it's not going to stop. You know, I'm not going to be like Ash274 who just says that's not true, or Hello Starlight that says I stand with. I'm going to start coming. I'm going to fire, and I'm going to fire hard. So it's best for me just to leave the chat if somebody is being discussed that I care about.
Yeah, I can't even watch the chat sometimes because, man, I mean, sometimes it gets rough. And then, I mean, my feelings gets hurt too. I think we all have feelings, and it does hurt when you see someone trashing you or someone you care about, and then the next day they're, trying to talk to you in another chat. That's hard to do.
I mean, keep in mind this. When someone is trashing you that you care about, I mean, like, okay, so there's someone on here that I cared about a great deal. You know, we were friends, and they're up there trashing me. And I see people in the chat say, tell me more. Tell me more. It hurts. Hurts my feelings.
Yep. I agree.
I agree, Johnny. We can have drama without wanting to hurt one another. There's like I said, Spirit Finder. She always invites me over, and someday I'd like to not show up. Other than that, there's nobody I don't want to see harm come to anyone on here. Y'all
I
can
don't
believe
either.
that or not. I want to see. Look, if people want to be PewDiePie, be PewDiePie. Build your channel.
I agree.
But you don't have to do it, you know,
Hurting
with
people.
yeah, if you liked the flip-flopping bothers me. Like if you liked me yesterday, why come you don't like me today? What'd I do?
Right.
Mhm.
And 9 times out of 10, it's just going to be they don't like you because you don't support a creator that they do. I mean,
Right.
if you're not going to like someone,
Yeah.
dislike them for something they did, not for who they support or don't support.
Right.
Right.
Now we're all going to get into it. Me and Monique, I think we had, I don't even know what we got mad at. This is how frugal so many things are. Monique and I didn't speak for several months. I don't remember why. I don't remember what happened. I know I love the shit out of her. So, I mean, some of this stuff is so stupid and petty.
Here's Helen. Helen is a perfect example. I see Helen go into a
Every
lot
chat.
of different chats.
Right.
She also comes into my chat. Do I have a problem with Helen because she goes into other chats? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. She's always respectful when she's in my chat,
Mhm.
and that's all I ever ask. You know,
And doesn't
so
participate in the stuff.
Yeah. Happy. This is what I would like to. No one on here owes me anything. But here's what you say, Jonice is a good person. And here's what I would like to see. Show me, Jonice, who you are. Let me see who you are for myself, not for what. Come in my chat and let me see who you are if you want to. I never want to make you cry. I never want to make anyone cry, contrary to popular
hey,
belief.
Wink. I'm sure Jonice is a good person, and I'm sure she goes hard for Laura because that's who she supports. I was Jonice one time. You know, I was Jonice at one time. But when I've never had a problem with somebody and I see in a chat where somebody's talking about my personal life, then
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. You know, what? I've never had
Or calling your
but
names. Right.
I've done it myself, so I understand where it's coming from. I don't have a problem with Jonice.
Nobody said you was a bad person for standing by your friend breaking the silence.
No,
No one
I
said that
never
at all.
said you're a bad person for it.
And
I
I can
personally
say I have
believe,
no idea who she's talking about.
well, I do.
I
But
do. But
Okay.
and you have the right to stand by that breaking the silence, but I have the right to
feel
call it
different.
out too. And I have the right to say that I would never stand
Me
by
too,
that.
Mario.
That's the only difference.
I don't think you're a bad person, BTS. Just
I
for
don't
No,
me,
either.
I'm backing away because I don't want to be a part of all that. I
me
I
neither.
just don't.
I don't think BTS is a bad person. That's why I don't know why it came up last night that, you know, I don't think Tracy likes BTS. I mean, I hurt her feelings one time and it made me feel so bad.
I remember that. You were beside yourself over
Do
there.
you think because trust me, if I didn't like you and I hurt your feelings, you might get an apology, but you might not. But it bothered me so bad knowing that I hurt BTS's feelings that I was like, that was never my intentions. And that apology stands no matter what happens between me and BTS in the future. That apology will always stand because I hurt her and I didn't mean to do that.
And I can tell you her apology was very genuine, BTS. She was truly hurt that she hurt you.
And BTS, I understand because I love her and she's my friend. I understand that. I love Tracy. I will always stand by Tracy. I get that. Nobody's saying you're doing wrong because you're standing by your friend. Nobody.
Stand by her, be her rock. You know, you have your opinion on what went down, and I have my opinion on what went down. You know,
That's the other thing I think, and I was guilty of it, that trying to force what we think on others. You know what I mean? And they try to force what they think on us. It's never going to work. We have to be able to say, okay, it's like Democrat and Republican. I'm sorry, but
Don't do it.
I'm not saying I'm not.
I'm gonna. Me too. I was getting ready to say I'm jumping down if this goes.
I'm
to
not
politics.
getting political. I'm just saying you can't force the Democrat to believe Republican, right? I have friends who are diehard that I just say, okay, that's you. You know what I mean? It doesn't bother me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You have to learn that, and it doesn't come between us. Matter of fact, one of us, we joke about converting each other. It's a joke. So that's what I mean here. You know, you've got people who, and I was one of them. I was guilty of it. That's how come I know it. Of wanting people to see things your way, and they don't want you to see things their way, and that's not ever going to work.
Oh, Nanny C.
Nanny C and I both have difference of opinion when it comes to.
Oh yeah, me and Nenny in politics, we don't jive. But guess what? We don't
Yeah,
talk
I'm
about it either.
I'm a Republican or a Democrat. I'm not telling.
Me and you drive perfectly.
I'm not telling.
That's how we bonded.
That's why you don't see me with the sticker, I voted. Ain't none of your business. None of your business.
Yeah, I don't wear those stickers either.
Because people always say, who'd you vote for? Well, hello, it was private.
Exactly. Yeah, that's one of your one of your many rights as an American.
You don't have to tell.
You don't have to tell who you voted for.
That's right.
My daddy left my mom in front of the courthouse for an hour after he found out she voted for Kennedy.
Oh.
That was like a big joke in the family because he was like,
oh, really?
Yeah. And they had to go vote down at the courthouse, and he let her out to go in and vote. They had to, they had us kids in the car, or had me in the car, and my sister, and he drove around and he saw her sitting there, and she got in the car and he said, who'd you vote for? And she, without thinking, she said Kennedy. And they got up and she went to mail a letter, and he drove off and left her.
Oh, wow.
And drove around the block so she could see him over and over and over driving by.
I'm in a position when it comes to this election.
I don't feel like I should have to. I'm not the president. I don't have to get into a presidential debate. That's why, when someone asks, I'm like, yeah, I'm not telling you. Just because I'm not going to get in a presidential debate. We have a kid at work. He's 17 years old. He had a Trump flag, and someone keyed his truck.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
And to a 17-year-old boy, keying his truck was the same as cutting off his fingers.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, calm down, calm down. And it happened at school. And, these kids, they don't know about politics. They're just going off what their mamas and daddies say.
Yeah.
And my grandmother said they used to come in a restaurant in Chicago, and they would hand out at the time $50 bills for people to go vote over and over and over at the Catholic Church.
That's why in the state of Indiana on election day, there is no drinking, no alcohol sold until after the polls are closed.
Right.
Because back in the day, people would bribe people with alcohol to vote for their candidate. So in the state of Indiana on election day, there is no alcohol sold until 6 o'clock when the polls close.
Wow.
I didn't know that. I went to stop into a tavern one day to have lunch on my lunch break because they serve a really good lunch. And it was closed. I thought the mayor or something had died. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe they're closed. What's going on around here?
Yeah. Okay,
I thought somebody really important had died.
I need to say something. I've said it 2 times, but I'm going to say it again. K Smalls, my opinion of you really, I'm not going to say that it's changed because it hasn't, but let me say publicly again, K Smalls did not give Katie
That dog.
She did not. She did not. I shouldn't have repeated that. It was a rumor. Katie messaged me. I mean, it's a big thing. K Smalls did not give Katie the dog, period. Leave her alone.
Boy, that was.
I mean, I don't even know why it would matter if K Smalls gave Katie a dog. I don't see where that would be like.
People are
big
saying
headline.
that Katie abuses the dog.
Katie's abusing the dog, people say.
Well, I've not seen abuse. I've heard it. I've watched a couple of videos on it. You know, people have different ways of disciplining their animals. I'm not one that agrees with hitting them. You know, I have rolled up a newspaper to, you know, correct a big dog. I definitely don't correct little dogs like that. But I'm like the dog whisperer anyways. I can train a dog with just my voice.
Good. I'm gonna send you Presley. He keeps peeing in the kitchen.
Well, that's
I
probably
need one that pees in a certain spot in the hallway.
Yes, my dog will be over immediately because I don't believe in hitting them, and they kind of just do what they want, and I just clean up. That's all.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like my oldest, Presley, he will go over and pee on this cabinet that we have, and I do not know how to stop him from doing it. He won't do it when I'm around, but he'll definitely do it if I'm in the other room. So right there tells me he knows right from wrong. I just don't know why he's doing it.
You don't have to put your hands on an animal to train them.
No.
You know, no animal has to have you just don't have to put your hands. Dogs are packed animals, and you've got to be the alpha. And you've got to make them understand from the time that they're a pup that you are the alpha. This is why I don't play tug of war with large dogs. Because once they win, once you give up and let go of that rope, in their mind, they're the alpha. So that's why
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I got little
dogs.
dogs.
That's why when you see people playing tug of war with the dog, make sure you win. Make sure you're the last one standing there holding the toy. Because you have to let that dog know that you are the alpha, not him or her.
Oh, wow.
Makes perfect sense. I mean, I have little dogs, so.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
I got a French Bull Terrier mix.
Well, I was hoping that, you know, maybe Breaking the Silence would come up. I would love to see peace. Just a little peace.
I have absolutely no what do you call it?
Animosity?
Yes. I have absolutely no animosity towards BTS. I used her as an example one day, and it hurt her feelings. And I'm not ever going to do that again. Like I said, do I feel like maybe I hold her to a higher standard? I think I do. I don't know why I do that, but I need to stop. Because it's not BTS's place to live up to my standards.
Right.
You know, BTS is her own person with her own feelings and her own emotions. And she's she has every right to stand beside whoever she wants to stand beside.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean that we think she's a bad person. Not at all. I don't think BTS is a bad person at all.
No.
I think she's very compassionate. And I think that, you know, she does love her friend, and that's why she's going to stand by her friend.
Silly. And that's okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's what you should do.
Yeah, just like we all do. I'm always going to stand with Tracy because she's my friend, you know, and that goes for everyone else. I don't like seeing, you know, people's pictures used against them or their weight or their looks or whatever. I think that is so childish. It's just dumb.
Right.
Well, it's cruel.
Yeah, it's cruel and it hurts people's feelings. And I don't understand why people do it. They get some sense of satisfaction out of hurting someone's feelings.
It's their own inadequacies, their own insecurities, why they go for looks.
Yes.
Well, we know it. Yeah. You think so? I don't know.
Oh, I do.
This is the drama. I mean, I don't know, because I see
See,
now everybody referring to this as the drama community, and that's that. Without drama, we wouldn't have anybody watching. Let's just think about it. If
True.
Love you, Kay Smalls.
you
Yeah.
know, it's but it's once
I
I
think
called.
women go after each other's looks. If you want to get a man, what do you go after? You go after his manhood. You go
Yeah.
after the size.
Yeah.
You go after the size of his package. You go after whether he supports his family. You go
Yeah.
after. You know what I'm saying? But women go after each other's looks. Why? Because it's so important to most women to look the best they can. It's just what it is. It's a low blow. I've done it. I did it to Laura a while back, and I immediately made an apology video because I swore I would never go that low as to attack another woman's looks. And I haven't since, and I had never before. But I did do it to Laura. I made an apology video. I did tell her I still think she's a bitch, but that I apologize for going after her looks because that took me totally out of character. I don't like it. I went after Makeup Mobster's looks the other night on panel, and I don't like what I did. I felt attacked, but guess what? I deserved everything I got when I went up on that panel because I made the choice to go up there.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I thought when they started going after you, when they went after BTS, I thought that was like so uncalled for.
yeah. Well, like I said, I'm not going to sit here and play victim when I chose to take a link. They could have sat there and trashed me all night and me never have said a word. But I chose to take a link. I knew what I was going up against. Did I know the blows would go as low as they were going to, as they did? No. Do I regret some of the things I said? Most certainly.
Yeah.
And I said that the next day. Of course I regret what some of the things I said.
And you made
I wonder
apologies.
if they do.
You made apologies, exactly.
So that's all I can do. Like I said, I made the choice to go up there. So I have to face the repercussions of what went down. So and I didn't get up the next day and I didn't play victim. Oh my God, did you hear him go after me?
No, she didn't.
I said I went low, shouldn't have stooped to that level.
Well, so did they. It's not like you did it all on your own. They did too.
You kind of led there, but what she owned everything she said.
Right.
But you have to take responsibility for your own behavior on here. And it was my responsibility to not take that link. It was my responsibility to not fall for that. Even though they were speaking on me when I was listening, it was my responsibility to not take that link.
And you had about 100 people screaming, "No!"
Yeah, I mean, I had phone calls coming out the ass, and I was like I said, I had a couple bottles of liquid courage in me, and I thought I did, and I thought, you know what,
I'm thinking, have you tried her? Have you tried her? Have you tried her?
And I'm thinking to myself, you know what, I'm not going to sit here and just let them sit on a panel and drag me, and I should have just let them sit on the panel and drag me. Because then I wouldn't have looked like an idiot.
Right. We all live and learn. I lived and learned.
And
I didn't.
If someone's dragging you, don't listen. So you have ignorance is bliss.
Yes.
All these people, they'll come and say, I can't believe you didn't respond to what so-and-so said. I didn't hear what so-and-so said.
No fucks given. How is she acting?
Oh, I'm sorry. Someone's going.
No fucks given. Hates me. I just said I wasn't a victim. How did you misconstrue that? No fucks given. You hate me. You hate me so bad. I just literally said up here that I was not a victim. And you come in screaming, you had giant balls that night, but now you're sounding like a victim. I
Nope.
just said I wasn't a victim. This is what I don't understand. No fucks given. You don't like me, block me.
Word.
Word.
Yep. Debbie Lou, who says, I watch all videos and it's funny to see best friends now be enemies. I can tell you there may be some I have issues with, but I don't consider them enemies.
I think
No,
no
no
fucks given
fucks
needs to
given.
change
I
their
was
name
being
because
dragged
they
on
give
that
lots
panel
of fucks.
before I went up there. So get it straight, chick.
I may have some I have issues with, but I don't consider them enemies. Matter of fact, I was defending them in a chat the other day.
And as for me, if I cared about you, I'm still going to care about you.
Right.
Even if we're not friends, I'm not going to attack you.
Exactly. And I'm not going to talk about you.
Yeah.
No fucks given just proved what I was talking about.
Yep.
Selective outrage, selective hearing, selective everything. I'm so sick of it. The selective this, selective that.
Twanda.
I love Tawanda. Is she in here?
Wanda,
There
yeah.
she is.
Vicky says there are numerous fucks given. I
That's
said the other day that I was still going around gathering up my fucks to give away.
I'm about out of them.
I'm gathering some up to
You look like a dog's asshole.
What?
You look like a dog's a-hole. Where's that wrecker person? Is it wrecker, social wrecker, whatever person? That would be a good one. The one that's doing all the comments. I can't wait to see
I
mine.
don't want to go back to that night.
I know. Don't you wish you could just relive something sometimes?
Yeah, like never jump on that panel.
Yes. Like, don't
see-
live and be in a steroid rage. Don't live and be steroid raging.
That's why I don't go up on some panels, because I don't want to say something that I'm going to regret. I don't know. Because there's definitely been times I've gone on panels and said some shitty things, and then I regret it afterwards.
Yeah.
Live and learn, I guess.
I mean, I even cracked on Makeup Mobster's side bangs. Side things. And freaking Randy wears one. The only
I have
difference
side
is
bangs.
one side shaved. But I
Now,
even cracked on her side bang. And after I said it, I thought, probably shouldn't have done that because Randy wears one too.
Oh, I
got
didn't.
some
I
side
didn't
bangs.
hear it. My whole head shaved except for the top. It it doesn't bother. They talk about my hair. My freaking hair is awesome. So fuck y'all.
I wish I could rock hair like that. I wish I could do the
Me
shave.
too. Me too.
Oh,
I
my
tried
God.
the shade thing, and you know what I did? I overcompensated on the makeup on the side that didn't have any hair. And I was
No.
I did. And so I just had to go
saw
and get
a
it
video
off.
the other day came up in my recommended of you and your daughter from I guess 3 years ago. Question and answer in the morning or something. But you had dark hair,
Yeah.
normal dark hair. And I said, oh my God, that's not Randy. No. And then I saw you on your stream. I said, now that's Randy. You look more like Randy than you did back then.
Yeah. I'll go through phases. I mean, I'll grow it out and
Hey, I'm
dye.
going to jump down and go into chat because I got to pee. So I'll be listening.
Love you, Trace.
You too.
And I dye it dark, because my hair's really brown. Well, before it started turning gray. But it's just fun. You only get to live one time. I'm gonna do what I want with my hair.
There you
Girl, I
go.
wish that I had the courage to come up with some of the colors you do with your hair, because it's awesome. Like the picture you have right now, the avatar. I love that color. I
Yeah.
wish I could do that.
It
You
takes
can.
years off you. You look younger with how you're doing your hair lately than you did back then.
Oh golly, that's a compliment. Thank you.
And I sincerely mean it.
And I've gained weight since back then, and I got to get back to my important. Listen, YouTube, and I don't know, it'll make you fat. Yeah, I have gained a lot of weight since I've been on YouTube, and I got to take it off.
Me too. I need to come up with like a treadmill fund or something.
I
Woo.
think between YouTube and COVID, a lot of people have.
Oh, I want to get a treadmill. They're not cheap. Oh my
No.
God, they're expensive.
Yeah, they can be. You listen. Go on your Facebook Marketplace because somebody's always selling a treadmill that they didn't use.
Ah, good idea. I'm going to do that because there's no way I'm going to get out in this cold weather and walk. I'm just not going to do it.
Hey, GL.
Because it was too hot. Now it's too cold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Never a happy medium, especially in Ohio where the weather's always oppositional.
I remember the blue hair. Miss Audrey's been around from the jump. I didn't like the blue hair. A lot of people said they did, but now when someone shows an old video and my hair is that blue, I cringe. I'm like, oh my gosh, what was you thinking?
My grandmother had snow white hair, and they would put colored rinses on them. Remember those?
Tawanda,
Yes.
thank you. I
And
love
I
you,
can
Tawanda.
remember my sister and I would literally laugh at her when she would come from the beauty shop, be a little pink or a little blue. And Lord knows she was years ahead of her time.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tawanda. Big hugs to you. Hope you have a good day at work today.
Oh, Tawanda, she's a sweetie.
She really is. Tawanda's got like one of the biggest hearts I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna jump off here, and I hope just know I don't think Mandolin meant anything bad last night. I understood what she was saying from what I've listened to so far, and I just hope that we can everyone come to some kind of common ground where we're not just hating each other. I do too, Miss Audrey. I got a diet today, but remember tonight is the costume contest
At Diane's. Yes.
One, you don't want to miss my costume. I just hope to God it works out. And everybody join. Everybody dress up. If you don't.
What time is it?
Happy. You're right.
7 Eastern.
Okay. Yeah, everybody make sure you're there at Diane's channel tonight for the Halloween costumes. That's going to be a good one.
And like I said, I wasn't going to lie, but I have pushed a button, and much like the truth.
The Bryan clan. Thank you so
I
much.
wish you the Bryan clan with your Southern accent. Sorry.
I don't know what to do. And until I can get the pepper, I don't know how to fix.
Thank you. Call it as I see it. You guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. This is going to go towards my treadmill.
There you go.
You're good people, Carol. You're good people.
I really appreciate you guys. And I appreciate you guys for coming up and just hanging out with me and, having a discussion. I really appreciate that. I'm going to have to jump off here too. Cause I got some things I've got to do.
I'm sorry. It's 8 Eastern. It's 7 my time. That's Pepper gave you $10. I'm sorry.
Pepper, thank
so
you.
mad at me.
Maybe I get my computer fixed.
Okay, it's 7 my time, so it's 8 Eastern.
I was thinking 7 Eastern was awful early for Diane, but
yeah, it's 7 Central, 8 Eastern. And the other day I put something Pacific, and Diane's like, "Where in the hell are you getting it?" I'm like, "I don't even know anymore." She's got me so messed up with times. That's why I always say Yabba time. Yabba's an hour ahead of me.
Yabba time. I like that.
Brian.
Call it as I see it. Thank you. You guys are so generous. Thank you so much. Sabrina. Oh my God. I love you guys. I don't know what to say.
Treadmill money, honey.
That's right. Treadmill money, honey.
So thank y'all. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you for coming up, Marsha and Randy. I really appreciate you guys.
Everybody give it a thumbs up, and I will see y'all tonight.
All right.
Have a good day, Randy.
You too.
Bye, Marsha.
Bye-bye.
You guys, thanks for listening to us. I appreciate all of you and you guys that have helped donate to my treadmill fund. I really appreciate you for that. A lot of gratitude there. Thank you. I hope you guys have a great day. K Smalls, thank you so much. Wow. I really appreciate you guys. I really do. I don't hate anybody in this community. I do wish that people would be a little bit more kind to others and, not drag them for their looks or their weight or things like that. I think that's really harmful, and I think it's wrong. Not because I think I'm better, I just think it's wrong. But I really appreciate you guys, and I really hope all of you guys have a great day. I need to jump off here. I'm kind of getting sidetracked. I see my husband out there in the yard, and I'm like, well, I should probably be helping him, but no. So I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a good day.